Hello manifestors. Let's get started.
Law of vibration. Learn to vibrate correctly. Learn to vibrate correctly. In order to attract the life you want, you will need to know what the law of vibration is, so you will be able to learn to vibrate correctly. The law of vibration states that everything in the universe is in a constant state of movement. We refer to these movements as vibration, and the speed or rate at which something vibrates is called its frequency. The only difference between one object and another is the rate of its vibration. Even solid objects that we perceive as static, such as cement or a desk, are vibrating at a slow speed. Your body, on the other hand, vibrates at an extremely high rate. Our thoughts, like everything else in the universe, are energy. And they vibrate at different frequencies depending on the nature of the thought. Our thoughts are cosmic waves that are so powerful that they penetrate all space and time. And our thoughts and feelings control the vibration of our body. We have the power to dictate the frequency of our being by choosing and directing our thoughts. Your emotional states dictate the vibration that your body is in. And, to a large extent, these vibrations dictate how you experience life because they set up resonance with anything that is on the same frequency. We are what we have thought ourselves into being. Bob Proctor. You have noticed the difference between the successful and strong men in any walk of life and the unsuccessful weak men around them. You are conscious of the widely differing characteristics of the two classes, but somehow find it difficult to express just in what the difference lies. Let us take a look at the matter. Energy and invincible determination, these two things will sweep away mighty barriers, and will surmount the greatest obstacles. And yet they must be used together. Energy without determination will go to waste. Lots of men have plenty of energy, they are full to overflowing with it, and yet they lack concentration. They lack the concentrated force that enables them to bring their power to bear upon the right spot. Energy is not nearly so rare a thing as many imagine it to be. I can look around me at any time and pick out a number of people I know who are full of energy. Many of them are energy plus, and yet, somehow, they do not seem to make any headway. They are wasting their energy all the time. Now they are fooling with this thing, now meddling with that. They will take up some trifling thing of no real interest or importance, and waste enough energy and nervous force to carry them through a hard day's work, and yet when they are through, nothing has been accomplished. Others who have plenty of energy, fail to direct it by the power of the will toward the desired end. Invincible determination, those are the words. Do they not thrill you with their power? If you have something to do, get to work and do it. Marshal your energy, and then guide and direct it by your will, bestow upon it that invincible determination, and you will do the thing. Everyone has within him a giant will, but the majority of us are too lazy to use it. We cannot get ourselves nerved up to the point at which we can say, truthfully, I will. If we can but pluck up our courage to that point, and will then pin it in place so that it will not slip back, we will be able to call into play that wonderful power, the human will. Man, as a rule, has but the faintest conception of the power of the will, but those who have studied along the occult teachings know that the will is one of the great dynamic forces of the universe, and if harnessed and directed properly, it is capable of accomplishing almost miraculous things. Energy and invincible determination, aren't they magnificent words? Commit them to memory, press them like a die into the wax of your mind, and they will be a constant inspiration to you in hours of need. If you can get these words to vibrating in your being, you will be a giant among pygmies. Say these words over and over again, and see how you are filled with new life, see how your blood will circulate, how your nerves will tingle. Make these words a part of yourself, and then go forth anew to the battle of life, encouraged and strengthened. Put them into practice. Energy and invincible determination, let that be your motto in your workaday life, and you will be one of those rare men who are able to do things. Many persons are deterred from doing their best by the fact that they underrate themselves by comparison with the successful ones of life, or rather, overrate the successful ones by comparison with themselves. One of the curious things noticed by those who are brought in contact with the people who have arrived is the fact that these successful people are not extraordinary after all. You meet with some great writer, and you are disappointed to find him very ordinary indeed. He does not converse brilliantly, and, in fact, you know a score of everyday people who seem far more brilliant than this man who dazzles you by his brightness in his books. The trouble is this: you have imagined these people to be made of superior metal, and are disappointed to find them made of the same stuff as yourself and those about you. But, you ask, wherein does their greatness of achievement lie? Chiefly in this belief in themselves and in their inherent power, in their faculty to concentrate on the work in hand, when they are working, and in their ability to prevent leaks of power when they are not working. They believe in themselves, and make every effort count. The great people of the world, that is, those who have arrived, are not very different from you, or me, or the rest of us. All of us are about the same at the base. You have only to meet them to see how very ordinary they are, after all. Don't undervalue yourself, or overvalue others. Realize that you are made of good stuff, and that locked within your mind are many good things. Then get to work and unfold those good things, and make something out of that good stuff. Do this by attention to the things before you, and by giving to each the best that is in you, knowing that plenty of more good things are in you and ready for the fresh tasks that will come. Put the best of yourself into the undertaking on hand, and do not cheat the present task in favor of some future one. Your supply is inexhaustible. And don't waste your good stuff on the crowd of gapers, watchers, and critics who are standing around watching you work. Save your good stuff for your job, and don't be in too much of a hurry for applause. Save up your good thoughts for copy, if you are a writer. Save up your bright schemes for actual practice, if you are a businessman. Save up your wisdom for occasion, if you are a statesman, and, in each case, avoid the desire to scatter your pears before the gaping crowd that wants to be entertained by a free show. Nothing very high about this teaching, perhaps, but it is what many of you need very much. Stop fooling, and get down to business. Stop wasting good raw material, and start to work making something worthwhile. Why should anything be too good for you? Did you ever stop to think just what you are? You are a manifestation of the whole thing, and have a perfect right to all there is. Or, if you prefer it this way, you are a child of the infinite, and are heir to it all. Strong desire, confident expectation, courage and action, these things bring to you your own.
Law of vibration. Learn to vibrate correctly. Hello, Manifester. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are a returning listener, welcome back. My takeaway from this excerpt is to stay positive every day and know that the people who are succeeding in life are not that different from you. They just set their eyes on a goal and remained on track to see it manifest and become their reality. With willpower and determination, we too can vibrate on a higher frequency. I suggest you stop watching the news and cut down your scroll time on social media. These things can bring down your frequency and not allow you to vibrate correctly. The law of vibration is very real, and in most cases a matter of life and death. Not literally, but are you really living? In order to be truly happy and on the right vibration, you need to cut off the things that do not contribute to you accomplishing that. You will forever be like a cat chasing his own tail. We need to vibrate correctly and get out of this rut. Don't compare yourself to others. There's only one person that can do what you do. You vibrate on your own frequency that is unique and beneficial to this world. So when in doubt, always remember that. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, take care.
Hello, Super Manifester. If you enjoy this type of content, please consider subscribing. We always have free tools in the description box to help you with your manifesting needs. Thank you. Until next time.
Goodbye.